Kevin, the idea of testing on mobile devices is a new challenge as well as a new opportunity. People are consuming content and seeking information in different ways, and we know now that mobile is a big part of that. So how does that really play into testing? Well, as it pertains to mobile web, I think one of the things that people need to consider when they're thinking about and strategizing their test ideas for mobile web is, what is the use case? What is the reason that someone is getting to your site? Us as digital marketers have thought long and hard about the difference between mobile email and desktop email for many, many years. Now is the time when we talk about online experiences that we really take into consideration how people use mobile web experiences. For example, there is the idea of why someone would be pulling up a site on a desktop versus a mobile site. You will be more in search mode. It may be more dependent on location. There may be some other technologies that play into it that unite online and offline channels. All of those are considerations that you should consider not only in designing and developing on mobile web experiences, but in the tests that you run. Here's an example. We work with a retailer who had a mobile web experience and found that search of products was the #1 thing that was being used in a mobile web experience. And that makes total sense. Let's say you have an idea for a product that you want. The first thing you want to do is go to the site and say, what is it? How fast can I get it? What's the cost? But the way that it was developed, the search bar was treated the same way the search bar was treated on the desktop experience. Up in the upper right-hand corner, not front and center, not prioritized. Those are an example of how, when you really think about the mindset and the use case of why someone is joining your site from a mobile device, why that's important. The other thing to consider is the trend towards responsive design, which is a situation where you can then build a site that actually works for multiple screen sizes and responds to different screen sizes. And that is a huge benefit for many reasons. But one thing to consider as it pertains to testing, there are different implications in terms of how you develop your test cells, for example, to work with multiple screen sizes. But what we found is most important in terms of mobile responsive design testing is in how you analyze the results, is to make sure that while you may be running a test that works across all different types of screen sizes, that you analyze the results based on screen size so that you can get a better understanding. An example is that someone who is looking at a website, your online store, through a tablet is a completely different strategy than someone who's looking on a mobile device. So those are some considerations to consider when you're testing in a mobile environment.